So I have my bike upside down, the shifters are pointing upward. The first thing that you have to do is put the bike in little chain ring, and you have to keep shifting it until the hole rotates around. And once the hole is in good enough position for you to see through it, you can start to lace the cable through it. And here's a view from the other side. The cable comes through the hole, and then you have to push it through this little block of plastic here. Now, before we lace the cable through the cable housing, I need to cut the cable housing because it's too long. So before we cut the cable housing, we need to first rotate the wheel to determine where we need to cut. If we cut it too short, we won't be able to turn the wheel all the way. We also need to take the cap off the end of the cable housing, and we'll save that for later because we're going to put it back on. But I made a mark here where I'm going to be cutting, and that should be about the length that I want. So we actually needed to use a journeyman tool to cut through the cable housing because there's actually metal on the inside. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think it's just rubber. But depending on the kind of cable housing that you have, you might not need a journeyman tool. You might be able to just get away with using a good pair of wire cutters. And so here we are putting the cap back on the cable housing. And now we're pulling the cable all the way through the little notch there on the bike, and the cable housing will also seat right into it with the cap. So next you have to put tension on the cable as you shift through the gears, just to make sure that the cable head is seated well into the shifters and that there's no play in the cable throughout the system. The cable will run down the down tube through this little path here into this little tube, and it'll come out on the drive side through the little tube, and you'll clamp it onto the front derailleur there.